Hi everybody, I'm Smith and this is Lee Fen. Welcome back to another series of A Minute with Osake.
where you learn your sake in a minute. So today we're going to talk about how to read a sake label.
Yes, Lee Fen, I always have this problem, right? When buying a sake, right, when I read up the label, right, it's always so confusing and there's so many Japanese characters.
Yeah, sometimes it does really get a bit intimidating. So let's learn how to look at it. So Smith, what is the first thing I need to look out for?
Okay, the first thing which is very important, make sure that the bottle that you carry out is a sake. It should be written here, sake. No, like just kidding. Alright, the first thing that you need to look out for is make sure that this is a sake. So there should be Qingjiu, which is written as sake in Chinese wording. The next thing, right, is the classification of it, where you have the Junmai Daiginjiu, Junmai Ginjiu, as well as Junmai, which means that no alcohol is added. It's actually purely made from rice and water.
So alternatively, if you see a Daiginjo, Ginjo or a Honjozo, it means the opposite. It means the non-Jumai types, meaning no added distilled alcohol.
If there's no classifications, right, what you can actually do is you just turn the bottle behind to look for the rice polishing ratio, and that will probably tell you what kind of classification is this bottle.
Thirdly is the date of the bottling. So you will see a date somewhere at the bottom of the label. It shows when the sake was being bottled and shipped out of the brewery. So you know how fresh your sake is.
And also, if you want to know the brewery and the location of the brewery, right, you can either look at front or the back of the label. You will be actually printed there as well. And knowing some Chinese character is going to help you to pick the right sake. For example, if you see this word "sinko," right, it means karakuchi in Japanese. Basically, it means that this sake is going to be a dry one.
On the other hand, a sweet sake will be known as amakuchi.
And if you see this word, right, genshu, right, it means that this sake is a undiluted sake.
So what undiluted sake means that there's no additional water. So usually you can taste the alcohol more distinctively.
And if you see this word buruka, it means that this is a unfiltered sake.
So what unfiltered means it did not go through a charcoal filtration. So usually such sakes will be bolder and rougher in taste.
And lastly is my favorite. If you see this namazake,
Namazake means that it's unpasteurized, it did not go through a heated treatment. So such sakes are usually fresher and you can taste the liveliness of the sake.
so some bottles will come with SMV written behind. It actually means that sake meter value.
So what sake meter value means, right, is a measurement of the density of the sake against water. So it is an estimation of how sweet or dry the sake is.
So basically, when the sake has more sugar, right, the density is actually higher. That means that it's going to have a negative SMV behind.
So if you see a +3 and above, it actually means that this is a dry sake.
So all these are just a rough guide. So I would highly recommend you to actually go and taste it yourself, as everybody taste is actually different.
That's right. So finally is the alcohol content. So most of the sakes are about 14 to 16%.
And for Genshu, right, it has around 18 to 20% alcohol content. That means that you're going to get sad faster.
Say. So there you have it. You can choose a sake like a pro now.
And that's all we have for today. Thank you for joining us, A Minute with Osake, and we see you guys next time.
See you.
Bye.